what I find interesting is like your whole balance of like how you're dealing with people and like the backlash of Blackout 1 and developing Blackout 2. How do you like inform people and keep people informed of how you're growing your business? And I know you started a YouTube channel to like kind of give information out.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, it is so hard to be a business owner and like not only like develop your app, right, but then support it as well. And, you know, as you can imagine, there are requests that I don't know, you know, because my developers know why it's written that way and why there's a lag, and I don't know that. So, but I still have to be able to respond to these people. Yeah. And so, you know, you kind of, you know, have some like canned responses that you can go through that, you know, work around through email. And then once you realize you get like hundreds of emails of the same question, you're like, these canned responses aren't doing it. You know what I mean? I need something more that gets out there. And so I started the like Facebook group, and the Facebook group kind of helped me, you know, to kind of like manage things. People could search questions or whatever, but even that wasn't enough. And I was like, there needs to be like a voice of this app. Right? And so I was like, I need to start a YouTube channel in order to answer some of these questions.
This is the mistake you made at the drone company. Your face wasn't attached to it.
Yeah.
This is, okay, I get it.
Right. So I was I was like, I need to be the face of my company. And not only did this need to be a tutorial, but I realized this is like a huge education problem. Because there's an education of like, how do you even set up a lighting network on set? What does IP coordination look like between these transmitters and receivers now that lighting has gotten, you know, huge?
When do you need more than one universe?
Exactly. Yeah. So I started to do not just Blackout app tutorials, but just like in general lighting tutorials on my YouTube. So it's a great place to like learn. If you know nothing about lighting, I have like a literal from zero to hero, you know, titled, YouTube that will take you through everything you need to know in, you know, 45 minutes.
That's amazing.
That's great.
Right. And so I usually send that to people when they sign up for Blackout or, you know, in general. And I think that has warded off probably thousands of emails, you know? And so it's like, I've been asked for that for years. It took me a while to produce or whatever. And I tried to make it engaging, you know, and I try to do that. And, you know, naturally some manufacturers are like, oh, hey, your channel is growing. Like, let's send you a light and you do a review on it. And I was like, I don't really want to get into that because there's some other channels that do that really well already. And, you know, I just kind of wanted to, I don't really want to be like an influencer. I just needed to like get information about my app out there.
You should still take the light though, because then you can write the profile and rent it to your crew when you're working.
Believe me, having lights sent to me is such a dramatic help in being able to like diagnose issues or problems within Blackout and profile. So like that is always, you know, something I
anything you're looking to get rid of. I
was just about to say the same thing. Please let me know. But I think what's fascinating is that like as you step away necessarily from being on set, but you're still programming, it gives you your finger on the pulse, right? Because the people are sending you information, you're giving back feedback. It's a great resource to use and a great way to use social media.
That is absolutely what's happened too, is it's like, if you're in one role or one set, it's like you have a very limited vision of what the industry is at large because you're only in certain groups or certain shoots in New York. In LA, in Atlanta, right?
Every gaffer does things differently.
Yes,
they use
which
different
is
lights.
Really cool with Blackout because it's like I get someone in Norway who's like, dude, this app is changed my life. Like I use it this way. Could you add this feature?
What about this?
You know what I mean? And it's like I get someone in LA and being like, this sucks. It needs to be like an MA or a HOG or something like this. It's like you need this, and I'm like, okay.
But it makes you more versatile. It makes it easier. You
get
the
less LA people yelling at you.
You learn how people do things in different ways, and that expands your vision of where lighting control can go. You know, and that's what we're trying to do. Like here, it's like quite didn't get into, but like I'm building this off of the Apple platform. Apple's like the biggest company in the world. I get free hardware development, and now that they have vision,
oh man.
So
it's a whole new component that you get to go to.
There's ways that we're going that I don't think other lighting consoles are going to match.
Interesting.
And I love that about it. And I love the fact that you're doing all this in like, as you get rid of emails, you have more time for your family.
Yes. Yeah, my wife is incredibly supportive of this. And I have 2 kids. And let me tell you, I'm still figuring out how to balance that work life. And it is very hard, especially as I'm like still in the film industry trying to make money, you know, supporting this app, you know what I mean? And at some point I have to be able to like, you know, make this a full-time gig. And I hope that is soon. But, you know, right now I'm just trying to make this thing the best it can be. So I'm just pouring all this money that I'm getting straight back into development because that's really what's going to grow the app, I think.
I love that. You know? And I think by the next time you're on our podcast, you'll be able to tell us how you balanced it all.
Well, you've got this reputation already for accessibility, where just like people can contact you and actually get a response, which
we
is
did
huge. Oh,
Yeah.
exactly.
I DM'd you and you're on our show like 2 weeks later now.
And where can they find all this information about Blackout?
Yeah, I mean, the website's a great place. I now have rebuilt the website half myself also. So blackout-app.com. We have a new, docs site, which I'm building out for a hard copy user manual online that people can access. There's YouTube links on there for all of the, my YouTube channel and those educational videos, as well as Blackout tutorials, which more are coming, of course. And I have a new support site so that I can actually track tickets and respond to people versus getting lost in my emails.
Nice.